In terms of where we are in our economic recovery, we would be lucky to have this asset as part of Sri Lanka's toolkit for economic recovery. Even if we were not in need of economic recovery, this would be a very useful asset to leverage. Well, now that we are where we are and striving to get out of the constraints that our tight economy has brought upon us, it is very, very important. If used in the right way, the port city will soon change its name to the International Financial and Tech City.
Can project of this size take off without tax concessions?
Not everybody working inside the port city, not every authorized person has any exemptions from income tax. It's only those that have been classified as businesses of strategic importance, and that is sector specific. That has certain targets, certain minimum investment quantities, certain minimum turnover, certain minimum employment specifications, certain trust sectors which have been selected at the highest level of the executive and the cabinet. Those can be classified as businesses of strategic importance, and as such, they would be entitled to a tax incentive. Now, the important part about that is, from an incentive point of view, it is supposed to be something that is given in the absence of which nothing would happen. So it is actually supposed to incentivize an investment that would not take place without it. So what the Commission is doing is analyzing the business models of these proposed BSIs to understand whether an incentive is actually necessary or not. Some projects require to be incentivized because they may be high capital intensive projects. Now, for example, you wanted somebody to come and spend a $500 million amount of money on a big vertical development. In such cases, tax incentives are a risk mitigation for them. I'm afraid we compete with tax incentives globally. While we are in an IMF program and we are highly discouraged from offering tax incentives, we are not throwing them around like confetti. APs do not get tax incentives. BSIs will get some tax incentives depending on the nature of the business. Actually, what we need right now is investment. We need employment. We need knowledge transfer. We need global visibility. If we take a position that is too conservative on that, we may find that we are depriving ourselves of future economic potential. So it's a balance.
There are a lot of similar cities coming up around the world. What would Sri Lanka's port city or international financial and technology cities' competitive advantage be over many other cities, similar cities coming up?
From the discussions I've had with many over the last 2.5 years, they very much like the Sri Lanka brand. They very much like the Sri Lanka lifestyle. So that's a huge part of our attraction is the location, the lifestyle, the proximity to international trade. Those are very investor-specific USPs.